Getting a second opinion doesn't mean there's a problem. Often, it just means you want some reassurance. If you and your spouse have spent years saving, investing, and working with an advisor, it's normal to wonder, are we actually on track? Are we missing anything important? Would another professional see this the same way? These questions aren't about distrust. They usually come up because retirement is getting closer and feels more important. Hi, I'm Snook Jin, a certified financial planner, and I work with couples who are about 5 to 10 years away from retirement. Many couples I talk to already have an advisor, accounts, and a plan written down, but they still feel uncertain. Not panicked, just unsettled. This feeling is often what leads people to ask for a second opinion. One of the first signs is this: you no longer fully understand your plan. You may remember the big picture from years ago. You may remember why certain accounts were opened or why certain decisions were made, but as retirement approaches, your questions change. How does this actually turn into income? What happens first when we stop working? How does this adjust if our expenses change or one of us retires earlier than planned? If your plan feels unclear when you ask these questions, it's important to notice that. Another common sign is feeling unsure about income. Many couples know their account balances very well. They can tell you exactly how much is in each account, but income can feel unclear. They are not sure which accounts would be used first. They are not sure how flexible their income would be if their circumstances change. They are not sure how withdrawals would affect taxes year to year. When income is unclear, confidence often drops, even if you have strong savings. Questions about taxes are another big reason couples look for a second opinion. Taxes don't go away in retirement, they just appear in different ways. You may have questions like, how will our withdrawals be taxed? What happens when required minimum distributions begin? How does Social Security fit into the taxable amount? Are we unintentionally creating higher taxes for years later? If those answers seem incomplete or too complicated, couples often want someone else to review their plan. Another sign is when decisions start to feel reactive. Instead of following a clear plan, choices start to feel like they're made one by one. A market move triggers a conversation. A tax bill raises new concerns. The retirement date change creates uncertainty. When decisions aren't clearly tied to a big picture, stress can build up. It's often when couples realize they want more structure and clarity. It's also common for couples to want a second opinion just because their situation has changed. Maybe your income is higher than it used to be. Maybe you're closer to retirement than you ever expected. Maybe your priorities have shifted. What worked well while you were saving doesn't always work the same way once you retire. That doesn't mean the plan is bad. It just means it might be time to revisit your assumptions. A second opinion isn't about criticism. It's about getting a new perspective. When done right, it can help confirm what's working. It can also show you areas that might need some changes. And it can make decisions that feel heavy or confusing much easier to understand. Many couples leave feeling more confident whether they make changes or find out they're already in a good place, both results can be valuable. One couple I spoke with had saved carefully for decades and felt they had done everything right. But as retirement got closer, they realized they couldn't clearly explain how their income would work or how taxes might change over time. They weren't unhappy with their advisor, they just wanted clarity. After reviewing their plan step by step, they felt more confident in their choices and more comfortable with the trade-offs. That clarity changed how they thought about retirement, even though their accounts stayed the same as at first. If you and your spouse are approaching retirement and find yourselves saying things like, "We think we're okay, but we're not totally sure," or "We just want another perspective," that's often a healthy instinct. A second opinion doesn't mean starting over. It means taking time to make sure that your plan still fits the life that you're about to begin. If you want reassurance or clarity, getting a second opinion could help. You'll find the link below, and if you'd like to start the conversation.